Hey guys, hope you're well. Today we are going in on 3 top reasons why we self-sabotage. And by the end of this video, I'm hoping you'll gain some new awarenesses and some new lessons that you can apply to your life so that you can take the right action in order to move forwards. But not only that, but change your thought process and your thinking patterns in order to get what you want in life, no matter what that could be. It could be a new relationship, it could be weight loss, increase of fitness and health, it could be a new job. There's all these things where we want them, we want these things, but we do seem to self-sabotage and just not live or not think in the way that is required. So what we really want is just to be able to move forwards in our life, in whichever area of our life it might be, with ease and grace, so that we are able to get what we want and able to take the action in order to get what we want as well. So without further ado, I'm going to give you 3 quite common reasons why we self-sabotage ourselves. And so number 1 is just perceiving yourself in a negative way. When we start to, we try ourselves, we try new things, we take action in order to get better. When you think about yourself negatively, you kind of ask yourself, subconsciously, why should I aspire for greatness when really I don't have much to offer? Why should I get that thing when really I don't deserve it? Really, I'm not good enough for it. Really, it should go to somebody else. So we're constantly kind of subconsciously thinking, we're just either not good enough or that we don't have what it takes to get the thing and we don't deserve it. And that is, if you really think about it, that is one of the worst things we can do. So when we think about ourselves really negatively and kind of just feel a bit hopeless within ourselves, we're allowing a bit of a pity party to sink in. And this is another element of this. It's like a deeper layer of this self-sabotage in terms of just, I'm not good enough. Oh, let's feel sorry for myself. It may not be that obvious that we're thinking like that and we're feeling sorry for ourselves, but it is through that negative perception of ourselves where we start to just kind of let ourselves off here and there, because what's the point when we're not even feeling ourselves, when we're not even feeling like we're worthy enough to have the thing or to work hard and lose the weight, etc., or even, I'm never gonna get as fit as I'd like to be, so why bother, kind of thing. And it's thinking like that really just doesn't serve us at all. So the solution here really is just to stop talking negatively about yourself to others and also towards yourself, because that is only going to damage how you see yourself even more. And it's also teaching other people how to see you, which it basically isn't true. It's something that you've made up in your head through the way you're feeling in that moment about yourself. You're projecting that onto other people and then in turn showing them who you are or how you feel about yourself and talking about yourself negatively when it's not even true. And also you truly limit yourself when you doubt your abilities. So in this scenario, first of all, if you're doubting your abilities, you're not even going to take the action that is required to get to what you want to do. So how are you ever going to see the potential in yourself if you don't even try? So I just find that really sad. And as I said as well, it's kind of can be a slippery slope into that pity party and feeling sorry for ourselves, which is like another element of self-sabotage, which really just doesn't serve us. So the solution is just start to have more compassion towards yourself, start to focus on the positive attributes that you hold, the things you're good at, the things you're good at, the things that you hear from other people, the compliments and stuff, and actually believe them. Because if you don't believe the good things that other people tell you, then what's that telling you really about yourself and how you see yourself? I just find that really sad, when people don't allow themselves to look at themselves as somebody great, somebody with a lot of potential, which I promise you have limitless potential if you just believe. And believing is really like 80 to 90% of this, just believing that you can do something, and then you can actually get the ball rolling, put a plan in action, and just go for it. Live your dreams, do what you need to do, whether they're big or small, it doesn't matter. So stop talking to yourself in a negative way, and you've got this. Okay, so number 2 of the reasons why we self-sabotage is because of the lack of self-awareness. So many of us do have a lack of self-awareness, whether we want to admit it or not. Maybe we don't even know, maybe we're not aware of it, which is quite ironic. However, when we don't really know who we are, don't really know why we think certain things or why we do certain things, we lack awareness and we lack control of our thoughts as well. And this is where we really just do start to self-sabotage, and we don't even know why we're doing it. And that can be even more frustrating when we're not even sure why we're doing something and it's not serving us as well. So this is where we really need to start to take note of our thoughts, take note of what we're thinking and why perhaps we are thinking like that. Where does that thought form stem from? Why are you thinking how you're thinking, and how is it affecting other people? How is it affecting yourself? And really just delve into this one. The feeling when like somebody walks into a room and they have a certain energy about them, whether it's really positive and bright or really negative and low vibration, you feel it. So how about checking out how your energy affects other people, but also yourself when you're alone in your room or whatever? Just check yourself and start to just be aware of how you're able to change the energy in the room, because more likely than not your energy is pretty strong and you've got the ability to change the energy in a room. So look at also, while you're doing that, what you're saying, your thought process, your thought patterns whilst you're in a room with somebody else, whilst you're having a conversation with people, and just catch yourself. Like, you might catch yourself talking badly about yourself, negatively. You might catch yourself trying to make excuses for yourself or for other people. You might catch yourself just being in a negative mindset and not really uplifting the other person in the conversation. So just really start to be aware of yourself, and that in turn will help you to stop that sabotaging on yourself when you want something in life, because awareness is key. For me, it's really number 1. Like, you have to be self-aware, and if you're not, then you can just have certain conversations with close loved ones, family, friends, that can be really honest with you, and not to be cringy or anything, but you can ask them questions. How does it make you feel when I do this? How does my energy make you feel? Or, oh gosh, these are getting cringier and cringier. How do you feel when you're around me? That kind of thing. You don't have to put loads of pressure on the person that you're asking. You might not even want to ask them anything at all, but it's just an option there for you to become a little bit more self-aware. You can also, as I'm doing now, you can record yourself on video talking about something that you're passionate about, something you enjoy, and watch it back, and you will gain some awarenesses. Like, God knows, I have gained a few awarenesses just watching myself back on these YouTube videos. And it's quite hard to watch yourself sometimes, especially when you see things that you don't like about yourself and you're literally watching it. So it can be quite a cool kind of little action point for you if you wanted to give it a go. So I hope this helps you to become more self-aware if that's something you need. So moving on to the third reason why many of us can self-sabotage, and this is one that I had to kind of just take a look at myself over, because I feel like I have done this in the past and it can creep into my self-sabotaging ways, even like today, and that is laziness. And you've got to be real with yourself here. Like, when you're out of the funk of actually doing stuff, being productive, working towards your goals, it is very easy to stop and get lazy, literally. And it's quite hard to admit that you're being lazy, because your subconscious mind, your ego, will come up with all these excuses and reasons as to why you haven't done something. That's like, oh, I'm not quite ready to start that yet, or this is coming up at the weekend, so I'm not going to be doing the other thing, or I just feel tired, I just feel low in energy, blah 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 blah. So all of that stuff can come into it, whereas really, when you really boil it down, it is down to laziness and just keeping yourself in your comfort zone. And this is something that we all need to check ourselves with from time to time. So look at yourself and look at what you're actually doing. Are you being productive? Are you really doing the things you need to be doing? I would go as far as writing a list of what you need to be doing in order to get to your goal, and then just asking yourself, are you doing these things? If not, if you're being lazy, then just give yourself a talking to. Really, once you start to take this action and you're productive, you can start to tick things off. Give yourself like a visual board of, actually having the tasks on there, ticking them off, having the satisfaction of the productivity, and that should fuel you to keep going. And when you start to see results along the way, whatever kind of results they might be, through either weight loss, gaining more confidence in yourself, just feeling great every day, having more energy, you will want to keep going. It's just the way we are. We need to see the little results in order to get the bigger result at the end, and they will keep you going, keep you moving, and stop you from going back into that lazy mindset, which I think most of us have deep down within us, because we are creatures of comfort, as we all know. So that's the third and final one. However, I'm going to give you a bonus self-sabotage, which this one really resonated with me as well, and I feel like it may resonate with you. And the bonus one is avoidance. Are you avoiding something? Are you self-sabotaging because you are trying to avoid something? Could be, go back to the whole laziness thing. It could be avoiding hard work, because we need to work hard often to get something that isn't so easily attainable. Is it avoiding a certain feeling, a certain confrontation to somebody else? Is it avoiding doing something because secretly, deep down, you're afraid of failure, which is a huge one for many, many people. And I've had many clients who have admitted that they've been afraid of failure once we start to delve deeper into the layers of their self-sabotage as well. And these ones, it's a really interesting one, because a lot of the time with avoidance, we don't even know what we are trying to avoid. And I do find we are collectively afraid of success these days. So that fear of failure really runs deep through all of us, I find. And of course, you may have tried something and failed many, many times before, and you never quite got there. But maybe when you flip it on its head, you're also afraid of success, which, as I've said, there's a collective consciousness in which we are kind of too scared to succeed. We're too scared to actually do really well in life, because what if it suddenly gets taken away from us? What if we can't retain that level of success? What if that level of success means that you're going to end up alone and losing all the people you love? There are all these deeper ingrained fears within us which are attached to having success in life. Like, what would it mean to me if I am very successful and, I have nobody left, kind of thing? So it could be many different reasons. and it's unique to every single person, but there is an element of avoidance when it comes to self-sabotaging for many people. So if that one resonates with you, then have a think about what it is you are avoiding in order to not get what you want, essentially. One that I resonated with greatly was just avoiding discomfort and staying in my comfort zone a lot of the time as well. That was something that really resonated and rang true with me. It might ring true with you as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's a few reasons there why we might sabotage ourselves, and I hope you found this helpful. And whatever it is, just know that you are enough. You can literally achieve anything you want. You've just got to not limit yourself and put yourself in this box of the way you perceive yourself, okay? And just break through that box and start to just take action, be productive, log your progress, see your progress, feel your progress, and you will eventually get what you want in this vast and abundant universe, which we can all just thrive on. So that's it, guys. I will leave it there. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon.